everyone, I'm Ankita Pokharel. In today's video, we'll read a descriptive text on Rara Lake and also go through the comparisons of food menu. Let's begin the class now. Let's begin reading about Rara Lake. Rara Lake is the biggest lake in Nepal. It is located in Mugu district of Karnali province. It covers a water surface of 10.8 square kilometers and it is 167 meters deep. It is situated at an altitude of 2990 meters with the beautiful surroundings around. It is an important tourist site of Rara National Park. There are many amazing features of Rara Lake that the visitors can see and feel. One of the interesting things about Rara Lake is that it is a colorful lake. It exhibits 3 different colors in a day. The reason is still unknown. Similarly, the background of the lake keeps on changing time and again. It is also another mystery about Rara. The next amazing feature of Rara Lake is its mirror effect. The water of the lake is crystal clear. People do not even feel that they are on water while boating. While boating on the lake, the visitors are amazed by the view of the hills and green forests at the front and exactly the same inside the water with their own images. Rara Lake is full of magnificent beauty. It is one of the best destinations for the trekkers. Visitors can go hiking on the surrounding hills around the lake. Flora and the fauna are the other attractions for the visitors. More than 214 species of birds, 20 species of mammals, and 500 types of flowers are found there. The park is the home of many endangered wild animals like red panda, musk deer, Himalayan black bear, leopard, and wild boar. Since Rara is free from dirt and contamination and is less crowded, it is less polluted. The nature lovers can get solitude on the lap of the Himalayas there. Such a splendid and beautiful Rara Lake can be visited either from the air route by taking the flight to Talcha airport of Mugu from Nepalganj or through the Karnali highway by bus or jeep. So let's discuss the key points. The text describes the location of Rara Lake. Where is it located? In the Mugu district of Karnali province, Nepal. The next thing the text discusses about is the size of Rara Lake. What's its size? It's the biggest lake in Nepal, covering 10.8 square kilometers. The depth is 167 meters and the altitude it lies in is 2990 meters high. What are the unique features of Rara Lake? The color changing water, the mirror effect, the biodiversity. What do you understand by biodiversity? The surroundings of Rara Lake is home to various flora and fauna, including endangered species like red pandas and musk deer. This is what biodiversity means in here. And what's the other unique feature of Rara Lake? It's a popular tourist attraction. The next thing we get to know about is how do we get an access to that place. It could be either by air through Talcha airport or via Karnali highway. Not to forget, the text also explains about the cleanliness of the surrounding that Rara Lake lies around. Is also one of the most important features of Rara Lake and the surrounding, as it is free from dirt and contamination, which provides a peaceful environment. So this is all about what the text is trying to explain. So here we have 2 exercises given as you see on the screen, and this is all about what you have to do as your assignment. So here we have very interesting thing displayed on the screen. Let's read it out. Good, better, best. This is how we compare, right? So the first thing is called to be positive degree of comparison. The second is called to be comparative degree of comparison, and the third thing is called to be superlative degree of comparison. Okay, so you have to understand that positive degree describes a quality or quantity without comparison. That means when you are explaining about only one thing, then we use positive degree. Okay, likewise comparative degree compares 2 things or 2 people. Okay, when you have to compare 2 things or 2 people, we use comparative degrees. And when you have to compare 3 or more things or people or as a whole, then you use superlative degree. There are some things to be considered while you change positive degrees to comparative and superlative. If the adjectives are short, then you add er to positive degree to make comparative degree and est to make superlative degree. But If there are long adjectives like beautiful, dangerous, embarrassing, important, disgusting, do you see here? Yes, we add more in front of those adjectives to make it comparative and most in front of those adjectives to make it superlative. We don't use er or est, okay? That's not used. They are termed to be irregular adjectives and they have irregular superlative forms. For example, good. Though this adjective is short as word, we use better and best. We don't use er or est here, okay? So you have to take a note of these small things when you have to convert adjectives from positive to comparative and comparative to superlative. So let's read it out. Good, better, best. Scary, scarier, scariest. Hot, hotter, hottest. We added er here in both comparative degrees and est for superlative degrees. Likewise, read through and find out if the longer adjectives have more and most added to make them comparative and superlative, and if the irregular adjectives are there which have different words for comparative and superlative. Okay, now let's try doing this exercise for us to clarify any misconceptions if we have. Complete the following sentences using suitable form of adjectives given in brackets. So we need to note that if we are making comparisons between two people or two things, we use comparative degree. If we are making comparisons between three or more people or things, we use superlative degree, and positive degree is used to describe only one thing or one people. It is dash, the option is hot, in summer in Kathmandu, but Biratnagar is dash than Kathmandu. So when you're explaining about only one place, we use the positive form hot, and we're explaining comparing between Biratnagar and Kathmandu, two places, then we use hotter, right? Likewise, number B, my notebook is very clean. Is it between 1, 2 or more than 3? So it's just 1. So we use the same adjective here. Which is the dash river in Nepal? That means we need to compare among all the rivers. That means we use superlative degree, right? Which is the longest. That is how you do. So try doing the remaining numbers as your exercise and as a practice. So students, here you have another assignment where you need to write a description on how your classroom is different from others. Use comparative adjectives. That means you need to compare between two classrooms. Okay, so I'm sure you love going to restaurants and trying good foods and new items of foods. So I'm sure that you know how to go through food menu as well. So here is given menus of Besi Sahar Chamena Griha, which is located in Lamjung, and another menu for Deurali restaurant, which is located in Lamjung again. So this is number 1, this is number 2, two different restaurants, right? The first place is Besi Sahar Chamena Griha and the second place is Deurali restaurant, and they have different menus for themselves. This one's for Besi Sahar, this one's for Deurali, and the prices vary from each other. So just go through the menu and try doing this exercise on your own. It's going to be fun. How did your class go today? If you have any suggestions or feedback, feel free to reach out to us at learning@dearwalk.edu.np. See you in the next class with another lesson. Thank you.